Good day. Thank you for joining me for another Atari 8-bit gameplay video. I have loaded up here the game Livewire by Mr. Tom Hudson. Now this was a type-in analog computing, and I do remember playing this back in the day, but I'm 100% sure I didn't type it in, so it must have gotten distributed in the usual teenager channels as a oh my, that's so very loud. Alright, so it's Tempest, essentially. If I'm not mistaken, you even have a zapper, zap zap. I need to remember to have my hand up near the keyboard, since I believe it'll be spacebar. I suppose it could be something else, but spacebar seems like the most likely thing. Oh, I'm trying to press up and down instead of left and right. For a magazine type-in, I mean, this is probably a better Tempest than Atari's Tempest. Actually, did Atari do Tempest? I know there was... Oh boy. Now I'm going to have to go look. I can't even remember. I feel like I might have done a video on this already. Okay, well, while you wait, I'm just going to go quickly look for Tempest. Oh no, there was just a Tempest Extreme. Oh, that's interesting. So I did a video on there's a commercial game called Tempest Extreme that was put together by a couple of programmer and graphics person a few years back, probably more than a few years back now, but in the 2000 teens probably, and they sell it, which is perfectly fine, but it's quite expensive, so I don't have it, and I'm not gonna pirate something that's being offered for sale and is presumably, making, or hopefully making some money for people. But they do have a demo version. Well, there is a Tempest prototype. Interesting. Oh, it looks like it's a 5200 game. Okay. All right. Well, it's not that I can't cover it, but it is not. I mean, a 5200 was basically an 8-bit repackaged as a console, really. Anyway, I'm gonna start the game, and I'm gonna perish immediately, because that's how I make my viewers feel better about their sad, feeble little video game playing skills, which I'm sure all my viewers are just terrible video game players. That's obviously why I do this. I mean, why wouldn't I? Obviously, the only reason I would do something like this is it's for the glory, really. And also to make myself feel like a big, big man. But of course, I am kidding. Why do I do this? That's an excellent question. Obviously, I've thought about it a little bit. I've even talked about it a little bit in probably some of my earlier videos. A, I'm having fun. B, although I'm far from the only person that does Atari covers, well, not just Atari, but my focus thus far, and probably for a while, has mainly been Atari. 8-bit computers primarily, although I covered 2600 and other Atari consoles a little bit, and I've done some Commodore stuff, and I've done, what else have I done? I've done a couple of Nintendo games, I think, at this point, and other things. I will continue to do this and other things for a while, as long as I'm having fun. It's conceivable to me that I might, if I keep going, I guess, that I might one day reach the monetization threshold from YouTube, but I'm certainly not holding out for this as my retirement plan. Although you can tell from looking at me, I'm probably not that far from retirement, depending on how you count it, I guess, and what you think of as being a long time. So anyway, yeah. Oh, of course, the other reason, to get back to the other YouTubers thing. I don't know. I like to think I have a bit of a unique spin on presenting these games. Maybe not unique, but got my own so-called personality. And I'm not a shy person in any real way. You might have picked up on that. Maybe not. I don't know. I'm sure you really get a real great feel for me as a person when I'm doing these things, unless maybe you watch a lot of my videos. But I also want these games to be remembered in a way. You know, I mean, not all of them are really worth remembering, but in some way, they're all a small piece of I guess, video game history, as well as computer history. And I don't know how long YouTube videos are going to live on in the collective memory. It'll all fade away at some point. But anyway, I'd kind of like for people to at least have the opportunity to look back and see what it was like in the 70s and the 80s, and beyond to some extent. But 70s and 80s were sort of the heyday for me of well, for video games basically coming into existence. I mean, I guess you could argue that there were video games after a fashion before I was born, but not widely available, and nothing like it is today, and nothing like it will be in the future. I keep forgetting that I'm pretty sure I've got a smart bomb here, or a zapper, I think they're called in the game Tempest. Although I'm sure the author of this tribute program would never call them a zapper. Super Zapper, or was that just the Tempest remakes that Jeff Minter did? I'm not sure. The baddies don't seem to patrol the top of the web when they get there. They just seem to kind of... Well, actually, I'm not sure. What do they do? Anything? Do they disappear? Maybe they just disappear. Super Zapper, there we go. It is spacebar. Alright, I think this is the farthest web that I've seen so far. Did I finish talking about my reasons for making videos while I play this game? I'm not sure if I did or not. Oh, darn it. Is that it? Nope. Yeah, I think that covers it for the most part. I don't know why I'm talking about this instead of just playing the game. Why did it even come up? I don't know. I have no idea. I have the memory of a squirrel sometimes, especially when I'm context switching and changing what I'm focusing on. Poop in a group. So back to the game. I do like this game. It's really quite nicely done, especially for a type-in. I mean, you know, it's obviously not as polished as maybe a commercial version of Tempest would have been, had there been such a thing. And obviously there is a modern-day commercial version of Tempest, but back in the day there was not, unless you count the 5200 version, which does count, but it was really only available at the time to people who had an Atari 5200, which I never did. I did have a couple of cousins, extended family kind of cousins, who I think are probably unlikely to ever be watching this, but if they do, hey, Jeff and Craig, I remember playing the Atari 5200 at your place once in a while. Not too often, really, but once in a while. Didn't see them a whole lot. They lived in, I think it was Red Deer at that time. Of course, they're well-grown and families of their own and all the rest of that. Don't see them too often, but I am in touch a little bit. I don't imagine they still have the Atari 5200, though, although I guess it's possible. Or one of them would, I suppose. They live in different places now, so they can't both have it. But more than likely, it's long gone. Anyway, that was the only exposure I had to the 5200 back in the day. It was pretty cool. I Well, I'm quite sure it never had a massive catalog of games. I honestly can't remember what we would have been playing back then. We also did crazy things like play outside, which I know really isn't a thing anymore. He says mildly sarcastically, but only mildly. I don't know if I should be a little more strategic about my shooting. I know it's hard, I think. Nope, never mind. Auto fire's the way to go. Let's see if I can get past. Did I ever get past level 5 yet? I don't know that I did. I need to remember to use my zapper, especially in this kind of circumstance where I'm a little constrained in my movement. Or did I? Yeah, actually, I think I did get past level 5. Yeah, I think the baddies just drop off the web if they come to the very top. Oh, cripes! Was that a new bad guy there? That little explosion-ish? Oh no, I just caught an explosion in the act. Just a frozen explosion. A frozen susplosion. Well, maybe the baddies go back down the web if they get to the top. Maybe they bounce back. Oh, wait a minute. We had this one already. Okay, looks like oh, my bad. I think that was my best game so far. Oh, no, it wasn't. 15. Or maybe, was it? Oh, my God. Yes, I think that was my best game so far. Maybe one more here. Anyway, this game is worth playing. The graphics are basic, but sounds are nice, or they're not that sophisticated, but they're effective in the game that is fairly, you know, there's an explosion sound, and there's shooting sound, and there's a movement sound, and that's about it. You know, the bad guy's behavior isn't super sophisticated and all the rest of that, but plays nicely, and I don't know, I think it's a good game. I think it's worth playing. Certainly a lot better than some of the things I end up playing. And, oh crap. Crap on a crutch. But that doesn't stop me from putting videos out about them. It's a little public service. I like to think of it as a public service. Warning people off playing these games that were just terrible. I've run into some of those recently in my video making, although obviously unless you're watching them in sequence, which no one will be doing probably in the future unless you happen to be watching the videos as I put them out, which I know some people are doing. Anyway, so the sequence becomes a little less important. I think most people find these videos because they're searching for a specific game, or I think maybe, is that the end? Darn it. Or maybe they're just looking for Atari games, which is another thing. 13 minutes 45 seconds of video. Alright, I think I'm going to call it there. Pretty much saw most of what the game has to offer, and it looks like the mazes either get random after level 5, or maybe they go in a cycle, but level 6 was certainly a maze or a web rather, that I'd seen before. So yeah, that's going to do it for my look at Livewire from Tom Hudson in Analog Computing. Thanks so much for watching. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you next time.